Don't you touch that remote. The show is about to start. You should have grabbed your snack like 5 minutes ago. Oh well. Grab it anyways. Be quick. And I know you've got your blanket. And I see you've got your tea. Or hot cocoa. I'm not sure what that is. You've got a drink. So that's good. Just get comfortable, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
My name's Charlie.
Hello, everybody. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to TravyJsSpace here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. And of course, we're continuing our adventure here with Nancy in the Haunted Mansion. All right, let's get back and recap here because it's been a hot minute. Now we are investigating. We found out that Abby was sus. Now, sorry, before I even jump into this, I haven't even checked in with you yet. You got your tea? Good, check. Or your hot cocoa, whatever it is, coffee, pop, a nice glass of wine, whatever it is, check-a-roo. Blanket? You got a blanket, right? Or a robe, a snuggie, something warm, keep you in check. You gotta stay comfortable. And that's the last question. Are you comfortable? Are you good? Okay, good. Then let's begin then. We have nothing else to cover other than recapping what has happened here in Nancy Drew. So, where was I here? I got my notes. Where are they? Here. So, yes. So, we are going to jump right in here. Let's jump right in. So Abby, we've caught Abby. She was behind the seance. It was not real. We were pretty spooked though, right? I mean, I was really scared. Rose was not having it. Our good friend Rose over here. She was like, let's get back to work. We've got lots of work to do, Abby. She was not impressed. And I had a good chuckle from that. I thought that was pretty funny. What time is it? Let's check the time before we start adventuring again. So I think the next order of business, we got into the attic. We confronted Abby. We had some more paranormal stuff happen that we can't explain or pin on Abby. So that's still unexplained. So there's still some uncharted land that we haven't really. I'm sorry, I'm just taking in the size of this table. Look how amazing this is, how grand this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chairs at this table. That's a massive dining room. Oh, just more and more that I want to live here. If this was my dining room, I would just. However, let's take this in. I know this is so side note. This carpet is in the middle, right? Like, look how it's in the middle. But everything here is to the right, like it's to the back of the room, including the light fixture. It's not even centered with these kind of openings here. So, I mean, if Charlie could, I would tell him to move this on back, line it up properly, and okay, but that's irrelevant. Let's carry on, shall we? Let's get into it. All right. Okay, we're gonna go right through here. Oh God, I'm so scared. I don't even want to go into this house anymore. I feel like I'm still gonna get petrified. And quick side note, I need to go turn off that dehumidifier because I'm scared that's all you guys can hear right now. Okay, that wasn't so hard, now was it? I hope it's a little bit quiet for you guys. All right, so why don't we start with the basement? Right, I was gonna check what time it was. It is 4 o'clock on the dot, and I'm pretty sure it's 4 p.m. because Rose wouldn't be in the kitchen at 4 a.m. unless she's getting the late night snack. I don't like how quiet it gets down here. I really don't. I'm still not used to it. Oh, there's Charlie. All right, folks, let's see what he has to say. Maybe he knows something about Abby that we don't.
Hey, Nancy, I see you survived Abby's seance. Man, that Valdez guy sure sounded creepy.
Wait. Yeah, he wasn't down there. That's right, I guess. Were you down here then? I don't remember seeing you. Neither do I. Where was he hiding? Have you ever heard of him? Valdez Almian. I'm not sure how to approach this. I would like to... Let's call him out, because I think we need to see how he reacts to being accused of being... acting in suspicious behavior. Let's just see.
I guess. Were you down here then? I don't remember seeing you.
Rose told me all about it. So how are things coming along? Anything I can help you out with?
Rose? I don't know. Rose wasn't too receptive to the seance, so why would she be so gung-ho to let you know about what happened? Did she also mention that it was a setup? Because I let Rose know about that too. I'm pretty sure. Actually, we haven't checked in with Rose since the seance. We should get her thoughts on that too, considering that she's partial investor, right? We need to see what she thinks about that. Lewis Chandler. Yes, let's get his thoughts on Lewis Chandler.
Have you met Lewis Chandler? What do you know about him?
He's an antique dealer, I think. I guess he does consulting work for Rose, like on Victorian furnishings and stuff.
Well, that's as much as we know, too. And he's a historian like you. You're a historian enthusiast, so is he. I'm surprised you guys aren't friends. We're chatting about that. Can you tell me more about the accidents?
Can you tell me more about the accidents?
Time I could
I'd
ask
really
him
rather
about
not talk
that.
about that right now.
Why? What? You go, hey, I'm sorry, Charlie. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really starting to get a very suspicious vibe from Charlie. I mean, he's a sweetheart. He's innocently doing his work. But how did he know about the seance? I know he talked to Rose, but again, I don't really think Rose would just come on out with that information if she didn't really if she's kind of skeptical. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. The fact that you don't want to talk about the accidents, which is the reason why I'm here, when I could be vacationing in San Francisco. Yeah, that's very suspicious.
Have you ever heard of someone named Valdez?
I've heard of a Diego Valdez.
Oh.
He was a wealthy rancher who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, I just read a book on him for my history class.
Okay, that's very coincidental. And then you just end up working and being employed by the same house that once inhabited the same individual? Coincidence? I think not. I don't think so. I don't.
Was he from San Francisco?
No,
from
he
this
was
very
sort of
house.
a hermit and never married. But he was extremely generous. He gave away thousands of dollars.
Maybe you couldn't afford this house after a while. Yes, what are your thoughts on Abby, my friend?
How do you like working for Abby?
She's not bad. She can be a little weird. I think she gets on Rose's nerves sometimes.
Working for? Oh, right. Right, her and Rose are co-investors. They're both running this place. I always think it's Rose, because, I mean, she's the only one taking this seriously, right? She's the only one we see doing work, so that caught me off guard. She gets on Rose's nerves sometimes. Oh, sorry, I missed that part. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
She always does a disappearing act whenever Rose needs her to do some work. And I think Rose is sort of hatty, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Discrepancies between the investors. Well, I'm not surprised there.
Abby thinks the house is haunted. Do you?
I'm not sure. Let's just say I wouldn't rule it out. But that's Abby's department, not mine.
Yeah, especially Abby's department, because she's the one conjuring half of them herself. Not genuinely paranormal at all.
Have you seen the poem in the Chinese room?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. It almost sounds like there's a hidden message in there, you know?
Yeah, it does, Charlie. It does. It really does. I think he knows more than he's letting on. I really do. I think you know more than you're letting on, Charlie. I really do. I don't think we're getting the full truth from you.
What is that small closet in the hallway for?
You mean the dumbwaiter? It's like a mini elevator. It's broken right now. The elevator is stuck between the 2 floors and the pulley ropes are cut.
Maybe there's a way I can fix that. Do we have anything I can't really see anything there. And I do apologize for this watermark. Activate Windows. I still haven't activated my Windows after so long. That's something I need to do. Just get that out of the way. It's a little bit annoying. All right, Charlie. Well, we've pushed you enough. We've gotten enough stuff out of you.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
See you around.
Yeah, Charlie. I love you, but I'm a little worried about you. Oh, we've read that already. There's a book sitting there I'd kind of like to... Oh, Whoa. This is where we saw the spirit of Elizabeth. Oh, yes, this book. Famous non-alcoholic drinks and how to mix them. What a title. What a title. Famous non-alcoholic drinks and how to mix them. Or it could have been famous mixology non-alcoholic beverage. Oh, I guess all the alternatives could be pretty long too. Minty Festival Punch. Ooh, that sounds so good. 18 ounces of cranberry juice, 15 oranges. Oh, wow. 14 ounces of lime juice, 9 sprigs of... That is a strong brew. That actually seems really nice without the alcohol. Just like a nice soft drink, strong drink. Actually, if it's that strong, you might as well put the alcohol in it. Ginger Whisper. Ooh, okay. Great for parties. 5 teaspoons of ground ginger. Ginger. Ooh, 12 ounces of soda water. Huh. Lots of lemon juice. Make 20 servings. Okay, I really like these. I'd like to make these in real life. I'm going to take a screenshot of that image because I would really like to make these one day. And maybe I'll tag Nancy Drew Games in it and see. I'll let them know how I'll tag my reaction to the taste. That's a good idea. Quote me on that. Yeah, call me out on that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I got to remember that. Actually, let me write that down very quickly here. Oh, I got a new pen and it's not working. There we go. Make drinks from Nancy Drew. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, we're going to get out of this creepy, musty, quiet-ass basement. And we're going to talk to Rose. Right. We haven't talked to Rose about the seance yet, have we?
Hello.
Oh, let's just get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Do you think Charlie is responsible? Ooh. Yeah, let's call him.
Do you think Charlie is responsible for these accidents?
Abby thinks he is, but I'm not sure. I really trust in him, and I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Aw, Rose. Aw, don't you just love her? Don't you just love Rose? She is so considerate, so genuine and kind, you know, very humble and individualized and just, a cozy individual. I love her. She's just so observant and dedicated to her work. Oh, I love her. You're an inspiration, Rose. Maybe I should take the same approach with Charlie, too. She seems to be the level head in this situation. I don't really think she's sus. So I think I'm going to follow her lead with that. We'll leave Charlie alone.
Does Charlie live around here?
He told me he just moved here from Iowa, but doesn't have a place of his own yet. He said he's staying with friends.
Interesting. Wonder how true that is. Yeah, she's always
I can
busy.
see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Rose is always busy. We know this. Rose is always working away. Let's see if Louis is in the office. Noon to 5 p.m. Ah, shoot, he just got in the office. Oh, no, he just left the office. Out from 3 to 6. Okay, so Abby's going to be back soon, so we won't go rummaging through her room just yet. And by the looks of it, we only have 3 hours of time to actually try to get into her room. So we will actually take a nap later tonight, or sleep. And first thing in the morning, what I will do, actually I'll make sure Nancy wakes up at 3 so that we can go in Abby's room and see what the hell's going on in there. Because I bet you there's a lot of answers in there. And I bet you there's a lot of incriminating shit in her room. But for now, let's go back to Louis' office and see what else we can dig up. How do I get here? I'd like to know what's through those doors. I bet you that's the kitchen. Yeah, it smells good. I bet you it is the kitchen. All right. Back to the office. Or back to the library. Victorian mansion doesn't have an office. Let's get real. I still hate this room. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's aesthetically gorgeous and they decorate it fabulously, but the vibe is not good. Oh yes, Louis is gone. Oh right. So we've checked all the books, right? We've read the books.
It's stuck.
Do I have anything that can move that? I remember that from last time. We don't have any of these weird tiles. Well, let's take one quick look over here. We've checked that out.
When the four-sided box loses its border.
Yes. We've checked over here, right? Yes, we've read those books. Well, then there really isn't very much else. We can't go in his drawers either. And I've already been... Oh. I don't know why he's reading a book on chess. Aha! I have the password. Oh wait, I don't have the login name though. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. I don't think I can get into the computer anymore. Because remember we did the maze game and I found the password in the computer. So I took note of that. I don't know if you guys have it in your notes. You guys might have the actual username or login name on your notes, but I don't have them on mine. I literally have PW Antiques. So the password is Antiques, all capitals, but I don't know the username. Okay, so there's not too much we can do here then. Yeah, I think we're out of luck here for now. But we can come back. I don't think there's very much else in there we need to check on. But maybe we should call a friend before we go to bed and wake up and go through with that rummaging of Abby's room, because that's definitely happening. We are not going to not do that. We have to. We haven't called Emily yet. Let's call Emily. Yeah. Oh, the rotary phone. I guess this isn't a rotary phone because you have to click the buttons, but usually it's like I still like this though. I want this phone.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear? I love this girl. Oh, I sure am.
I sure am. I'm staying with Rose Green, a friend of Hannah's, in a Victorian mansion. I'm helping out with renovations.
You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt.
Oh, sure.
By the way,
Well.
riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
Dragons of What were you doing in
You won't
Egypt?
be riding them. What were you doing in Egypt?
Oh, you know, the usual. Pyramids, bazaars, the Sphinx. But what are you up to, Nancy? Why'd you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
There might be. I feel I'm getting an essence or idea that this lady is good with history. Especially if she visited Egypt for its historical landmarks.
Can you tell me about the
She might be able to
Chinese
help us.
writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
And mahjong pieces, apparently, because we found the four-sided box loses its border was in reference to that piece, the box with no corners. So that's interesting. We might have to learn about mahjong eventually. I hope I'm saying that right. Is that how you pronounce it? Mahjong?
I found some old
Let me know in
papers
the
in the
comments.
house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
Because of the fire, yes. This we've learned. I think 2 people have already mentioned us. The Great Fire of San Francisco in 1906. That's right.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Interesting.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s.
Oh.
As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Ooh, maybe this place was that same hotel called the Oriental, because we do have the Chinese room. Remember, Nancy's staying in the Chinese room. That's where we're staying. So maybe, I don't know what significance that might have, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh, no, this one was downtown. It was very
never
big,
mind.
but I think it burned down.
Oh, that's a shame. Hidden rooms.
Ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No. But I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
Interesting. Yerba Buena Town is. Did we read about that? I think we read about that in the library. I don't know why we're referencing that.
Do you know where Yerba Buena Town is?
That's what San Francisco was called back during the Spanish colonial period, but no one calls it that anymore.
Oh, well, makes sense. We've never heard of that. I mean, I haven't heard of that. I can only speak for myself in this situation, but you guys heard of that before?
Tell me about the Spanish in San Francisco.
Oh, you could write a book on that. The Spanish were the first Europeans to settle this area during the 1700s, and it stayed that way until after the Mexican-American War when it was handed over to the United States.
Ooh.
It couldn't have happened at a better time because gold was discovered outside the city not more than 2 years later.
Damn, good luck there.
With all of that gold around, I'd imagine there's a lot of buried treasure in this town.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd think that, but I've never heard of any in San
Maybe
Francisco,
in this house.
except for Treasure Island out in the bay. But that's named after the book, not some legend.
I'll be right back, folks. I have a quick pee break. I'll be right back. Quickest pee you ever did see. Okay. Well, you didn't see it, so, and I'm glad you didn't. Better off that way. Do you know, now this is interesting, because maybe there's treasure in the house.
Do you know anything
Because Charlie
about
was mentioning
Valdez?
how the
I don't
poem...
think so.
Oh, she knows nothing about Valdez. But she knows about Elizabeth Applegate. Lizzie. So I wonder maybe if their romance was hidden.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Call anytime.
Should we call Bess too, maybe? Bess and George? Oh, I don't know. Well, we should call home. Let's let Carson know, or Mr. Drew, Daddy, know that we're okay. And we made it to San Francisco, and we're wondering how River Heights is doing. How's things at home? How's Hannah? See how Hannah's doing too.
Drew residence, Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy,
real
how
residence.
are you? How's Rose?
How's Rose? She doesn't sound very well.
Great. I'm really glad you had Rose invite me out here. Her house is so beautiful.
I'm so happy you're out there. But I'm worried about all the accidents she's having. There's just been so many.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out too. Maybe Rose
What
said
has
something.
Rose said about them?
She
Yeah.
doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
Oh. Okay. Well, we haven't been able to get much information ourselves, have we? So far, just a bunch of hauntings. And, yeah, suspicious peeps.
Do you suspect there's something more to these accidents?
I don't know. Rose is under a lot of pressure to open that bread and breakfast on time, and I'm worried that it may be too much for her.
Oh, she's got this. She's got this.
I imagine the mansion was very expensive.
Oh,
Rose
heck
spent
yeah.
her entire life
Heck
savings
yeah.
on the house.
Oh,
If this
wow.
doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling.
Wait. I had
There's
something else
probably
to say
no
about
reason
that.
for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Okay. That was a little ominous. I kind of don't want to leave the phone now. Should I call 911 next? Oh my. Okay, let's get a hint from our favorite girls. Bess and George.
This is Bess.
And George. Hello,
And
you
George.
two.
Hi, Nancy. How
so
are
mean.
you?
But we all know, I mean, Bess has always been, even in the old books, like I read the, quick side note, I read the original Nancy Drew books too, like the box sets and that from the very beginning, and they always describe George in the books and in the games too. They've kept up with the same kind of profile for her character image, but she's very masculine. She's a tomboy, you know, short hair, deeper voice, kind of an octave lower than most girls, and she's just a cool gal. She's like the man of the group of the girls, and it's kind of cool actually. I like how they even touched on that back in the books, like the original books that came out in the 30s going up until, well, geez, the early 2000s. I think there's 180 or 192 books in that original Nancy Drew series by Caroline Keene. So I'm in the hunt to get all those books. I've only gotten the first 30? I'm trying to look at my bookshelf right now from far away. I think there's about 30 books there. But in those books too, yeah, they mention Bess as the slightly overweight blonde, you know, loves her food. She's a glutton and she just loves men too. She's got a good eye for an attractive man, and I love that personality and that character. And with George, you know, like I said, she's the tomboy of the group. She's kind of the practical thinker and putting Bess in her place. So these two cousins are like completely opposite, but they make the greatest duo. I love it. And then of course Nancy just kind of includes her own individual aspects that neither of Bess or George share. So it's kind of cool. I like how the three of them are kind of an investigation crew on their own, and they've all are so individualized. I mean, incredible. Anyway, side note over. Quick observation. Yeah, we need a clue.
Can you guys give me a clue?
They're probably going to say
I'm
go
not
into
sure what
Abby's
to
room.
do
There's
next.
something in it.
Check out the music in the attic desk. I bet the different notes are a combination for the piano puzzle.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we forgot about that, folks. Unless you've been screaming at your monitor going, wait, the music, the piano, it's all there. We need to learn. Other than that, I had no clue.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye. Oh, I love them. So cute. I love them so much. Oh, wait. Oh my God, I didn't even know I could go in here. Dear Huey, I'm doing great. How are you? Yes, the rumors are true. Rumors. I bought myself a Victorian mansion. You should mention Abby. It's funny you should mention Abby. She's actually the one who decided to go in on this venture with me. We're still in the process of restoring the place. It's a lot of fun, but also a lot of hard work. We're beginning to get a little worried that we'll fall behind schedule if we're not careful. Oh God. Love Rose, but her cursive is a little bit messy. Well, not that bad actually. She's got great cursive, better than me anyways. There have been several accidents lately that have intervened with our work. When you visit, you can stay in the Chinese room. Oh, where we're staying. We've just bought some new furniture for the room. We're just waiting for the wallpaper to dry before we move everything in. With all of the distractions and the schedule, by the time I finish writing this letter, I'm sure we will have completed the renovations altogether. I'll try to get it into the mail before when? Oh, is this part 2? Oh, this is the friend responding. Oh, did she even finish her note? I feel like we didn't get the full... Okay, well, it is what it is. She'll cut it short. She likes a bit of mystery. What's wrong with that? There's a lot like us. Well, I can say I'm very grateful that Rose's friend Huey actually writes in proper, or just type writes, yeah. Writes in normal writing here so I can read. How are you doing? I haven't gotten messages from you in some time. I hope life is treating you well. Last I heard of you, we're in the middle of planning some sort of crazy scheme to buy an old Victorian mansion. So, whatever became of that? Did you buy it? Now, how can you afford to do something like that? Who did you find as a partner to help lead this plan? I hate to admit it, but I haven't been up to a whole lot lately. Life around here has been pretty dull. Nothing too great is happening here. Just a bit of the same old. And aren't you supposed to put an E and an apostrophe at the end of "ol"? That's really screwed me up. I need to fall into wealth, fame, and fortune, so I'll have more to write about. How's your cat and that friend of yours, Abby? The last time we spoke, she talked a lot about gold and its great spiritual significance. Maybe I'll follow your lavish... Oh, Hugh Stradler. Or Stradenier. Okay, this is interesting, but I kind of fast-forwarded there because... Did you guys pick that up? Did you see that last little bit there? How's your cat and that friend of yours, Abby? The last time we spoke, so him and her... So I didn't know that there was a connection between Rose's good friend and Abby, so there's a triangle here. They're all mutual. She talked a lot about gold and its great spiritual significance. So whatever thing Charlie was mentioning, his theses on the poem, basically saying that it seems like there's a hidden clue there. Does he know more than he leads on? And is he connected with Abby? Because if Abby is basically stating to this friend, Huey, that gold is a great spiritual significance and elaborating that in detail, she knows more than we think. And maybe she's leading to think that that poem also has more to it than we think as well. So Abby is suspicious. Again, I know we just ruled her out because she handled our confrontation really well about the seance, but I think she's still up to something bad. Something's going on. Something about gold. Money will make anyone greedy. Let's make that clear. Ambitious project my own. I could use the money I've been saving to drive out west to visit you. An adventure on the road could be just the key to motivate me. Oh, yeah, for sure. Come on down. If some of the rumors I've heard of your buying this house are true, I'll definitely have to come visit. A friend of mine sent me a poem she wrote in Chinese the other day. Now I want to go there. This is cool. I like how they're corresponding. This just doesn't exist anymore. You don't just write a letter to your friends. It's so sad, isn't it? This is like a lost art, and it makes me really sad. Some of the simplest things in the world. Now hold on, a cat too. There's a cat in the house, I guess. I don't get it. I guess there's a cat in the house. I haven't seen the cat, but maybe that's why some of this shit be moving around. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Well, a cat couldn't make wood morph, but still weird, isn't it? Okay. Well. We're at that time again, folks. And no, not this time. This time on here is 9:45, quarter to 10. Here in the Victorian manor here in San Francisco. However, it's been about, we're kind of at that point. We're kind of extending our reach here for time. So we're going to make our way back to the kitchen so we can kind of regroup here. Oh, hey, Rose.
Hello.
How you doing, girl?
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
I thought we'd be able to take the Abby conversation further with her, but I guess not. So, yeah, here we are again at the tea set. Pour you a glass or a cup? I'll pour you a cuppa. You want a cuppa? I have a cuppa too. It's tea time, folks. It's about 9:45. We need some tea. It's a little late for that, but whatever. Have I been in this drawer? Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Fly and sheds post. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, this is new. The property located, blah, 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 is now insured for the sum of $1 million. Wow, against fire or earthquake damage. The policy lists you as the sole benefactor. Oh. Wait a minute. So, okay, I know this is a reach. This might be a reach. And I should be ending the episode now, but this is too good. This is a little tidbit. It says here that she's insured for $1 million, right? Is that enough motivation for someone if they know the project is not going to pan out the way they wanted to so they can make a profit? Wouldn't it be the most logical thing to do to have the motivation to burn the house down, collect the $1 million for the insurance policy, and walk away without any infractions on your financial situation? Because like her friend said, like Hannah said, you know, Rose doesn't have 30 years to make this money back. This is her entire savings. So if she is worried that things are not going to work out, then, I mean, it's bad to say, but she does always have that option in her back pocket to burn the place down and take the money and go, right? Doesn't that make sense? So maybe Rose is still suspicious and she's playing the innocent card really well. Huh. All right, well, if there's a fire in the house anytime soon. Oh, and we found that fire extinguisher in the parlor, remember? Okay, so a fire is going to happen. Nancy Drew games don't just put a fire extinguisher in a game if there isn't going to be a fire. So, and even Nancy says, it's good to know it's there. So, I mean, I think there's a fire going to happen. And if it is Rose that does it, then I'm going to be very upset because I think we both have... Oh, I thought that was another thing to look at. Yeah, we've all kind of grown to love this woman, right? We don't think she's that evil, is she? Is she? Oh, God. Well, who's your favorite character so far? We've met everyone. Charlie, Abby, Louie, Rose. We've got our characters on the phone, too, or dial a friend. We've got Emily. Did Emily pick up? She did pick up, yes. Emily, Bess, George, and Hannah as well, the housekeeper at home. So we've got a lot of characters to interact with here. But who's your favorite? I'd like to know. So far, mine's always Nancy. I just love Nancy. Nancy's my favorite. I feel like she's a part of me, like the same person. But Rose is my absolute favorite out of all of them. I think she's just fabulous. I love her whole character. And if she is behind this, I will be very disappointed, and I will never return to this house again. Oh gosh. So anyways, I've got my notes here. I don't have too much additives from this episode other than making the drinks from the basement that I found in that non-alcoholic beverage book, which I will do on an episode of Let's Talk. So I'm gonna have to come back to this video and make sure I remember. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog. My dog Rocky just scared the crap out of me here. Hi, baby. You scared me. Good thing it wasn't the scary part. Anyways, folks, that's the end for now. We will be returning shortly where we will go to bed, wake up at 3, and we are going to investigate Abby's room. We're going to get in there. Hopefully it's not locked. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I appreciate y'all playing with me today. It is my full pleasure to play this with you. I absolutely enjoy Let's Plays, and I love doing this. It's a passion, and I love it. And I love you guys joining me along in this journey. It means a lot. And we're having a lot of fun, right? Oh, I love sharing this experience with you guys. It's awesome. And we are never going to stop. So toodles for now. Ta-ta. Ciao. We'll see you next time, folks. All right. Bye-bye. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Don't go looking up any spoilers or I'll hurt you. Okay, goodbye. I love you. Howdy, folks. Did you like that video? Well, then why don't you go ahead and give that thumbs up a smackaroo. Don't want to miss out on the next episode? Give the subscribe button some love and make sure to turn your notifications on. That way I can give you a bell ring, let you know dinner is served. Still need more to chew on? Take a bite of my new YouTube Instagram account at TravyJsSpace to keep up to date with the channel's inner workings and news of upcoming projects and episodes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.